You're watching Masters in Trading Live with Jonathan Rose.
Hey everybody, it's Jonathan and welcome to Masters in Trading Live. Here's something that you may not get. I manage 5 different portfolios. Yeah, 5 different portfolios. We have 4 portfolios that are in our paid section, our paid area, but I also manage 1 portfolio that's free for everybody. I share trades. We follow those trades online. Now, just got a question about RGNX. RGNX was a biotech that I really liked. We bought RGNX at $12. There was really bad news that came out a week and a half ago. We covered RGNX at like $11.20. In our all access, I think we lost maybe 80 cents on the trade or $1 on the trade. Well, February 8th, PDUFA date came out. RGNX is now trading in the lower 8s. So yeah, I share ideas, but I'm a professional trader. We manage these ideas. When news comes out that's in favor of those ideas, we talk about that in the community. Something we were just talking about in the community that many people don't understand. It's not so hard to find trades, guys. What's really hard is trade entry, trade management, when to lock in profits. It's not very difficult to find names. That's what separates people. Where do you get in? How do you manage money? How do you balance account? Do you know what the heck you're doing? So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to go over our free portfolio. I'm going to show you the returns, the trades. I'm going to answer any questions that you have. Thank you guys so much for joining. My name is Jonathan Rose. I'm live every single day the market's open, 11 a.m. Eastern time. Go over the market, share some thoughts, and again, once in a while, we'll share those trades of the day. But more important, guys, it's not just the trades. It is managing those freaking trades. Hey, Chandra, how are you? So here we go. Daily live free portfolio. Here's a portfolio snapshot. These are all of the closed trades in our free portfolio. We have about a 60% winning percentage, 31% average gain, and about 13% total gain. If I go to our live portfolio, we look at closed positions, boom. You'll see this data matches up exactly with the data on the screen, okay? 58 average days held, 57 total positions. So since the inception of Masters in Trading Live, back to March in 2024, these have been the gains of the free portfolio. CSIQ call spread. When I made this, CSIQ was rallying. It's since turned. It was up about 500%. I'm going to go over that trade in a second. Trade management is key though, guys. That's what separates people. Our CSIQ trade. Let me pull it up right here because when I got on, it was rallying, but then there was a big turn in CSIQ. It rallied up to 22.34. Last trade, 20.58. Here's what we did with CSIQ. CSIQ, we are buying the 21 calls, and then we are selling the 26. What's our position? Long from 21, short from 26. That's it. What's the most amount of money that you can make on a trade if you're long stock at 21 and you're short stock at 26? What's the most you can make on a trade? Forget the options. Think of it like stock. You're long 100 shares at 21 and you're short 100 shares at 26. The most that you can make is $5. It's the same exact thing. The most we can make on this trade is $5. This trade costs about 40 cents, but yeah, buying 21 calls, selling 26 calls, the most you can make is the difference. We entered for $1.41. We got a credit of $1.18. So now this position, it's just $23 of risk. If CSIQ goes bankrupt, it goes to zero, we lose $23. Big whoopee. But if it gets over 26, we are going to make bank. We're going to make 500%. Here are the current holdings we still have. QXO, absolutely one of my favorite names that I've been sharing for a long time. I think we shared it about $16. QXO, owned or run by Brad Jacobs. Brad Jacobs is the mastermind behind XPO. Look what this guy did with XPO. That's what he did with XPO. They call him the roll-up king because he buys companies. Well, Expo is in trucking. He got into QXO. QXO, I shared this at 16. Here's what it looks like. Why is it up now? Because he's the roll-up king. They just bought a company called Kodiak. Now it's up 12%. Who's long QXO? If you're watching these videos, you got to be long QXO, right? QXO, we've been sharing this nonstop for the last year. I love QXO. We still have some holdings in Katos, DRS, and a shitty position in Caesar. Overall, though, QXO is really freaking strong. I love that you guys are all in QXO. Yes, yes, me, yes, definitely, yes, yes. Linda, let's not chase. We want to get on here. Education mitigates risk. I'm not sharing a trade. I'm going over our open positions. I share trades all the time. So here we go, the free portfolio, guys. Not too shabby. The paid portfolio is even better. That's when we're doing even more research. So the trade is really, really good. There's crazy opportunistic chances for us right now. What I want to also do, guys, is market's really volatile. I'm going to go over the overall market right now just because it is so volatile, and I want to give you key levels to watch. Sound good? Rocket Man, how you doing, buddy? QQQ, if we take a step back, here's what she looks like. I am a huge believer that markets do not like to stay around big numbers. What's a big number? Your 100 period moving averages are always going to be big numbers. Notice how if we take a step back, the market does not stay around big levels. See that? Thing in trading. Markets do not stay around big levels. So this is a volatility area right here. Either we are going to rally like it's nobody's business, or we're going to pull back. We are not going to stay here. And I got to tell you guys, I'm actually bullish down here. I don't think the market's falling. I think that AI is just too powerful. I think the world is changing too quickly. So I think it's actually a very, very good time to get long. So I have no problem buying stocks down here. But what I just shared in our Discord, I'm going to share this for everybody. Here's our Discord, guys, and this is going to be our all access. I just shared something right here. Remember, as Eddie's been with me since 2019. Trading is an entry point game. I like SMR. SMR is a name I like long term, but it's an entry point game. You need to get in at good levels so you have the confidence to hold that trade for a long time. Give you a little SMR look before we hop out to our all access community. SMR pulling back. So whenever I look at SMR, you want to look at the competitor. The number one competitor to SMR is LEU. LEU is pulling back huge because they had bad earnings. Historically, LEU has been trading very expensive to SMR, but we don't really want to add SMR today. Why? Because its number one competitor is so offered. Okay? Uranium names, let this pull back. SMR will pull back, 13, 14, and that is a phenomenal, phenomenal level to get right back in. That's what I got, guys. I'm live every day the market's open. Again, I manage 5 portfolios. This is a free portfolio. We have an all access portfolio, advanced notice portfolio, earnings trades, and then divergence trades. Think of divergence trades like Netflix versus Blockbuster, or Coke against Pepsi, or all these different oil refiners against the different oil refiners. LEU, SMR, solar against solar, uranium. You get it. Okay. This was a lot of fun. I'm going to hop off right now to my all access community, and we're going to go over some of our open positions. I appreciate you guys joining us so much. If you have any questions, Chris Water left the number for you guys can call. Give him a call. Learn about our service. Join us. I'll see you guys on the inside. Thanks for watching. Good evening. Hey, everybody. So what do? I always take a break right